Hey everybody, this is Ashley with Ashley's Plans, and welcome to my face. Today I wanted to kind of go over my, at this point, May TBR, and just kind of go over some books that I'm thinking about reading, and kind of give you a breakdown of a book that I've already finished. This has been wild, trying to start a YouTube channel and working 2 part-time jobs, so it's just been a lot. So we're gonna make it work though. Okay, so as far as my May TBR, well, that one I've already read. I won't put that on there. Okay, so I've got my little list of books down here. So first thing I need to read is Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I went to a book club about this book, and I probably was spoiled a little bit, but I love all of her other books, and so I kind of want to read this and kind of come up with my own opinion. There was a lot of controversy about this book, but typically I like her writing, so I'm interested to see how this works out. So that's one. And another one is A Curious Beginning by Deanne and Raybourn. I got this from the library. I love my library. But I saw that, I think it was Katie is read this book, and she loves this series, and we have a lot of very similar tastes in books. So I thought at least I'd give it a try. It's something a little bit different. It's like a historical mystery. So yeah, I'm excited about reading that. A Veronica Speedwell mystery. So we'll see. The next book that I would like to read is Lore of the Wilds by, I think it's Analeigh Sbrana. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Sbrana. But this book, look how gorgeous it is. Just like in the light. Just, oh, so pretty. But I'm really excited because it's a romantasy. It's gives me a lot of D&D vibes, because, you know, there's a fawn. I mean, I'm assuming he's a fawn. He's got antlers. I'm not sure. But she, has to go on this adventure to find this book. Or maybe she has the book. I don't remember. I'm not sure, but I remember it looked really good, and I'm very excited. And, you know, I love a book with a good map. This map is small, but beautiful. Like, whoever drew this. I need more coffee. Whoever drew this did a really good job, and I'm sure it's listed here on the... I could have looked before I did that. Map. It doesn't say. Wait. Virginia Allen. Allyn. Virginia, you did a great job. This map is so pretty. I'm just so excited. So that's another book that I would like to read in May. And then the last book, which is more for June, for a book club that we're doing in June, is The Emperor and the Endless Palace. It's by Justinian Huang. And this is a romantasy, like ancient, I don't know if it's like, have you ever seen The Fountain with Rachel Weisz and, oh God, what's his name? I know his name. Hugh Jackman. If you ever seen that movie, it reminds me, like, the description of this book reminds me of that movie. That it's kind of like these two souls that are linked throughout the ages. So it's just, I'm interested. I love it. This author's TikTok of talking about how, like, people are upset about it because it's a gay romance, and his TikTok was just hilarious. And so I just had to get it. So I did. So that's for June, technically, but I would like to get it read this month. Sorry. I'm saying a lot. I'm sorry. I'm also still reading Realm Breaker, which is in my bedroom. I should have thought about that before I came in here and did this, but that's okay. So Realm Breaker and possibly the sequel, Fate Breaker. Listen, apparently I know exactly what's going on and my life is all put together. Yeah. But those are the books. I've got 5 books that I want to read in May, possibly one in June. So yeah, these are my 4 that I have in front of me. But Realm Breaker is by Victoria Aveyard, and those are the books that I want to read. Now, I do want to talk about a book that was sent to me by the publisher, and it is the absolute cutest book that I have read. It made me laugh. It made me cry. And you know, it's very different from what I'm used to reading. Like, I'm used to reading fantasy and science fiction and things like that. And this is a middle grade contemporary novel, or I mean, it's an anthology, middle grade anthology about these kids who all go to this one community center in their neighborhood, and kind of the cultural celebrations that they have there and the different ways they are connected to the community center. And towards the end, they have to save it because it's threatening, or people are threatening to shut it down because of racism, honestly. And it's so good. I didn't know how I would think of, like, what I would feel about this, just because I don't read a lot of middle grade and I don't read a lot of contemporary. So those two things together kind of gave me hesitation to begin with. But this book was so good, and I really need everyone to read it because it is so cute. The editor is Hena, and like, just look at all of those people in here. Look at all of those authors. It's beautiful. And one of my favorite things is at each chapter beginning, you've got a little drawing of like the community board at the community center. So, you know, and usually it has something to do with the chapter. Sometimes not, but usually it does. And there's callbacks to different things. So like this chapter's all about chess, but like this says Quran lessons with Sister Lamis, and she shows up in a later chapter. You know, lost glasses, walking club, like it's just so cute. And I'm pretty sure we see this card come up later too. It's just, this book is perfection, and it is, if you are a librarian or a teacher or someone who has a middle grade student in your life, this is a really good window into the lives of Desi students in particular, but also Muslim students, and just like understanding their lives. I mean, I know that this is not telling us every single person's life in America, right? Or even not in America, but it just gives us a glimpse into what it is like to be that student, and to understand like what they go through. You know, that it's a really good window. It's a really good mirror, I think. And you know, it could be a door for students to discuss these kinds of things with their parents, or to, you know, make friends with the student who looks like these kids at school. So I think this is really important right now. So that's all I want to read and all I want to talk about for this book. But I'm going to go ahead and flip you around, and I'm going to update my reading journal. So I'll see you in just a second. I know, this might be crazy, but I'm in library school, and the A or an never counts as the beginning of a title. So it starts with D. The door is open, so that's why I'm not putting it over there. Here I would put Truth Witch maybe, or something like that. That is like the word starts with, like the title starts with T. Or A Tempest of Tea. I could put there that there too. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I was pretty good about tracking my reading in March. I went back and did it based on what I had on Goodreads, and so I need to update that. Let's get Goodreads pulled up. I always like, if you're familiar with my planning, you know I'm never prepared. Never ever. So, pulling up Goodreads as we speak. Oh, wait, I've read more than that. Okay. I've read 4 books this year. Woohoo! Like, I haven't finished these 3, but that's fine. Okay, so The Door is Open. Started it on April 7th. And finished it on April 14th. So yeah, I'm kind of a slow reader. I like to just sort of take my time. These are not going to be in order, but that's okay. And this was Dealing with Dragons. Oh my gosh, this book was so cute too. It was from like the 90s or something, but it was adorable. You can definitely tell with the writing that it was older, because it was a lot of telling. From 1990 was when it was published. But it was very cute. Patricia. I don't know why I said it that way. Patricia Reed. I would assume that's how that's pronounced. This is like a middle grade fantasy. I'll just put fantasy. Look, I read 2 middle grades. I don't usually do that. That's kind of funny. And I gave that 4 stars. It was really cute. And I also read a book called Spelled. Which was also really cute. It was a, not gender bent, but like reimagined Wizard of Oz. So Princess Dorothea makes a wish, right? Because she's being forced to marry somebody, and she makes a wish that this would have never happened, and blah, blah, blah. I gave it a 3. But I really liked it because it had a lot of like silly callbacks to things like Spell TV, and like it was just really cute. This is an adult book, and it is so cute. It's romance. Definitely adult. Do not let a kid read that. It's a little spicy. It comes out this month, actually. Haha, I need to write my review. It's contemporary romance. Tara DeWitt. If you like Ali Hazelwood, I think you'd like this this author as well. I've not read anything from her before, and Favorite was super cute. It kind of pokes fun at things. So like their town is called Spoons, Oregon, and it says not to be confused with Forks, Washington, which is, haha, funny. It was just really adorable. And like I really enjoyed that book. Look at me handing out 4 stars like candy, but I did that last year too, so. All right, so my 4 books that I've read this year. I'm still reading Realmbreaker. I've kind of soft DNF'd getting in the 9th. I need to get back into it and finish it. But yeah, I have liked that. Okay, I did Savor It, Spell, Dealing with Dragons. Okay, so Winter Bingo is over. I did not succeed. However, I do have my Spring Bingo. It's April, May, and June, so I only have 2 months. Well, I'm going to go ahead and put in my free space. And then I will come back and fill that in. I do have a murder mystery, I think. I think this is a murder mystery. Maybe not. No, not a murder mystery. A kidnapping. Oh, well, no. Somebody is found murdered. Okay, it is a murder mystery. So I'm going to pencil that in. Here. So, Curious Beginning. I need flowers on the cover, set in the future, and a book with a sad ending. Well, I don't know about all that. It's okay. All right. So there's that. And, oh, I never set up my April spread. Not that I read much, but, like, it's okay, I suppose. I read 2 books. Or I should say I finished 2 books. But I don't necessarily need, like, a whole page like this for 2 books. Okay, so I've kind of figured out what I want to do for May. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I've penciled it in. I'm not super good at lettering, so I'm just gonna start with the boxes because that's easier for me. But I decided I was gonna set up so in March I did this kind of situation, but I want to do a like calendar. So we're gonna do it that way. And this way I can say like how many pages I read each day. Did I read? I know some people do like different colors for different books, and so I might try that. We'll just see. We will just see how it all works out. I spent some time making sure that I did this right, but I really hope I did. Because there's 5 weeks, but we start on a Wednesday, so it is currently May 1st. So, you know, there's that. Okay, that looks pretty good. I really need to cut these little things off of this, but I just haven't had a chance. I don't even know. I guess a box cutter. Honestly, have no idea what would be the best way to do that. Okay, so this is going to be my stats, and this is going to be pages read. So Leave a comment below and tell me what your favorite genre is. Mine is for sure fantasy. I also really like science fiction. I have come to really enjoy romance, especially if it's like fantasy romance or something like that. I just really like a good story, if that makes sense. So I'm not super picky. I didn't even see when this ended. Okay, so I got some extra boxes I don't need. So let's get rid of those. I should have looked, but I didn't. I looked on the front end. That's okay. Maybe I can have a sticker or a piece of washi over that. I also always forget that I have stamps. I could use some stamps. I think this might go well with this. So let's put a piece of washi over here. Yeah, that goes okay. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's okay. This washi tape is from Notebook Therapy. All right. I mean, that adds a little something something. And I also have, I think this is PET tape. I'm honestly not sure. I've not looked at these. Yeah, maybe I'll... going rogue over here. Oh, that'd be really pretty vertically, but I don't have any place to put it. So we're just going to put it horizontally and call it good. And I think I'm going to assume that I need scissors to cut this, but let's try it with my metal ruler. Yep. Okay, let's see. Scissors. That's really pretty. And then I can put this kind of layered on top. Yeah, that's nice. Look, the things that you find when you go searching. I always forget about this tape. I don't know why. Okay, so I need to print my pictures. First, I gotta find my sprocket. Well, I don't know where it is, so I will find it, and then I will print those pictures, but I can go ahead and write what they are. So, A Curious Beginning. Bride. Lore of the Wilds. And I love that her name is Lore. So it's not just like a story, but it is also a story. The Emperor and the Endless Palace. And Realm Breaker. These are not in any sort of order. And then I have space for another one if I decide to read something else. This is kind of TBR-ish, kind of maybe read next. think I'm just making this worse, but it's okay. I like kind of bubbly letters. So this is kind of my cheat way to do it. So there we go, May. And this is going to be Pages Read. So that's May, set up and ready to go. If you have any suggestions, comments, book recommendations, I am all ears. I would love to have you comment and give me some recommendations. I can put it in my maybe next list in the back. And I'm going to go ahead and call that good, and I will see you next time. Thanks for spending a few minutes of your time with me today, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye!